But they're pretty, I've sent them several memos, and we are in some sort of a contract that they'll stay out of each other's way. But Amazon has, by and large, been, I think, very good for Christmas, yeah.
I think so too. Does anybody ever get coal in their stocking?
Yes.
What do you have to do to get coal in your stocking?
Ooh, well, I think, well, they know who they are. But they really have to, I have a very, big threshold for naughty because I believe in, forgiveness,
Yes.
and if kids feel bad about what they've done, I'll take that into consideration, but they have to feel bad.
Yeah.
And naughty is something that each individual understands and knows for themselves. I don't have to go into detail on that. They understand naughty. So pretty much, I know if they've been naughty or nice. As the legend goes, I know the deal on that. So if somebody's been nice, they know it. If someone's been naughty, they know it. And I am the judge on that.
Well,
Coal,
as well you should be.
coal is not used that much anymore because of its carbon footprint. It's not very good to use in the contemporary days, but it was very popular in the old days. I used it a lot because children are better now. They're much better.
Yes, I think they're more responsible.
They're much more responsible.
They have more things to be responsible
Yeah.
about. Someone asked me, if you were to deliver a present for the baby Jesus, what would you deliver?
Oh, that's, I did. There was a day
Of
when I had
course.
to show up,
Yeah.
at the manger. And they were all very happy to see me because they weren't in bed. They were all awake. But I was the one that provided the gold and the myrrh and all that. I mean, I gave the wise men that stuff along the way, and that's not in the books, but that's the truth.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That we can add that to our legends. So,
I seem very proud and haughty, but I am.
well, I think you could probably afford to be that way. What was the most popular gift this year?
Well, the most popular gift this year, besides the drone, was any video game you ever wanted, anytime, anywhere, anywho. Video games are, by and large, easy to deliver. I can even send them electronically if I need to. So, by and large, the video games have replaced Barbie and fire trucks and puppets. So, a lot of the baggage has calmed down a lot. A lot of the baggage is now electronic, so it's easier.
Yeah, so it takes up less room in the sleigh.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What about adults? What are your criteria for adults?
It's interesting, but adults are very, very different than children because adults who have had a very, very good life and a very, very nice life and have actually been good adults pretty much have a lot what they need. They don't need too many things. Needy adults have really missed the boat. A lot of the needy adults don't appeal to me at all. And I try to come up to they ask me so many questions about so many things, but most of the adults that I run into want things that are not quite so tangible. They want happiness, peace. Some of the really silly ones want money, but we know that's not important. But most of the adults that I come across are, if they just want contentment.
Yeah.
So I can't really give them that.
No.
But that's something adults really can find along the way on their own, and that's why children need Santa more than adults.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, I like that. So, are you planning on making any major changes to the way you handle all the letters, all the toys? How about the manufacturing aspect in the North Pole?
Well,
How many elves do you employ?
it's outrageous. And there's a lot of pressure to keep it, local.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to farm out a lot of the work because,
No outsourcing.
well, the elves need the work, you
Yeah.
know. And
I mean, what else do elves do?
that's it, you
Yeah.
know. And, you know, I can't really go to some of the, you know, I can't go to China, and I can't go to, you know, South America. So a lot of the elves, thankfully, they live as long as I do. I've had some of my elves for at least 1,800, 1,900 years. So but they have to get up to speed sometimes. So the younger elves, the newer elves, teach the older elves, you know,
Power tools and
you
stuff
know,
like
I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
but also, you know, how to hook up a computer and all that sort of stuff. They don't know anything. The old guys don't know anything about that. So I've got to keep the workforce young and fresh. And I'm fortunate that I've been able to find elves throughout history who can help me.
Where do you get your elves from?
The Elf Shop, which is in the North Pole. And, you know, they apply like anybody else. They apply for the position, and it's global. Everybody from around the world can apply. But very few elves are actually chosen because, you know, it's a finite market because I still have the first elf. You know, Fred.
Yeah.
I still have Fred.
You still have Fred.
And so we're still in good shape. But I mean, every now and then I do need a new elf, given the fact that the population is getting bigger. So when I need a new elf, I go to the Elf Shop.
Very nice. So what are you going to do now that Christmas is over?
Oh, boy. I'm going to take off this outfit. I may go to the beach, you know. Santa likes a little surf too, you know. But I'm probably going to just relax for maybe, I've only got a window of about 6 weeks to relax, and then I have to get back to work.
Back to the toy.
Well, the elves are working now as we speak, so, and they're all preparing for next year, so, you know, I get 6 weeks. Me and Mrs. Claus, you know, we hang out at the beach, you know.
Yeah, I won't give away what beach. Because,
No.
No, we don't want.
No. You wouldn't recognize us, though, because we go in disguise. Yeah. Nobody knows.
Okay, I have a question for you. Why the North Pole?
Well, the North Pole is central location. It's a very good location, and I kind of started out there. It's where we did start out, and it also is very convenient for all this. You know, I mean, you couldn't really wear this in
No, in the tropics.
Madrid. You know, it'd be too warm. So the North Pole was landed upon quite seriously low those many years ago because climate.
And snow.
And snow, but you know, we're in trouble there, so
I know.
don't get into that. Yeah.
I know.
Thank God for Paris.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Either that or you're going to have to put wheels on your runners.
Like I haven't already, you know.
Really?
And pontoons. I've got to put little.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I got to land everywhere.
All those flooded.
That's right. Not everybody's got snow on the roof.
It's true.
Yeah.
So we have a few seconds left. What little message would you like to send to all those lovely children out there?
Well, you qualified it as lovely, you know. And
They are lovely.
They are. I mean, children are so lovely, and you haven't really lived until you look into the eyes of a 5-year-old who looks at you as Santa Claus. There's a lasting impression when somebody looks at you, and with all of that hope and love, you just have to give it back. You give it back, and hopefully they take it and they move it all over the place. So kids have always been very, very good at spreading love and spreading a lot of laughs.
Yes.
So that's my job, and I'm sticking to it.
The jolly old elf, Santa Claus. Thank you so much for coming.
My pleasure, my
and
pleasure.
Talking to us about Christmas.
My pleasure.
And
I look forward to my vacation now. You're my last gig.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Santa.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much.